In our 7th video, we're going to work on the expenses in eMoney, and this is from the organizer. We are not going to do it in this area. We're actually going to do it in future goals. However, I'm going to quickly show you what this tab references. This is the expenses that are itemized. Now, if you want to get a lot more precise on your expenses in the future, you can, but for the purposes of the initial overview and the projection that we're going to do, we don't need to have these broken down and itemized just yet. I'll show you how to show them from a big picture perspective, and that will be from the future goals area. So once you go into future goals, you'll see the retirement ages up here, and then education and major expenses. So here's how it works. It's really quite simple. You go down to major expenses, and what we're going to concentrate here are retirement and any other large expenses that you want to put in here, such as healthcare cost or a car purchase or some other major purchase at some point in the future. You'll click on Add, and then you'll go ahead and type in the expense. And I'm going to focus on retirement. And again, this may be just a best guess on how much you think you'll need, so you go ahead and type that in. Now right here, you want to pick the starting year. So you can pick a calendar year, or you can pick when you think you're going to retire or some other date. So I'll just go ahead and pick my retirement age, and then at the end I'll just do the second death. Now at this point, this basically covers my expected after-tax expenses in retirement, not including any debts or mortgages. So I simply save that, and I can go on and start entering other expenses. So I'll go ahead and add in a projected healthcare expense in retirement. I'll enter $12,000 a year, and I will also start that at my retirement date, and I'll end that at my second death. And I can begin to add in other expenses I want as well. So if I have an expense that's just a one-year expense, so let's just say an auto purchase, and let's just say $18,000, and I know that I'm going to be doing that in 2022, that's how I will enter it. So it's just 1 year, and that will cover that expense. So I'll go ahead and add one more expense just to make sure you have an idea of how this works. I'll just put a travel budget. And I'm going to do that for quite some time. I'll just do, let's make it $7,500 a year. And I'll start it now, and I'll carry that out until I'm 80. So it'll be in the plan for several years. And there you see it. A couple of important points about entering these expenses here. Do not enter anything in this that needs to be financed. So if you're going to be buying a house soon, or if you're going to be selling your home and buying a new house, that's what's known as a buy-sell transaction. Let us know about that, and we'll model that for you. If you want to enter future education expenses for children or for family, other family members, you'll do that here. And it's the exact same process. You'll enter the student. You'll enter the period of time. You'd enter the state. You can actually pick the institution, and then you can pick the annual amount as well. So as you can see, I've entered the expense here for my youngest daughter, Neva, her college expenses. So that's it. Do your best to enter your major expenses that you expect in your future and your education expenses as well. We will clean those up later, and we will also enter some inflationary factors to deal with these over time.